Hello, and welcome to Catholicism in the Car. My name is Parker Zerbal. I want to continue talking about aesthetics, which is the philosophy of beauty. The philosophical understanding of beauty. I explained earlier how, from an anti-realist perspective, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, whereas from a realist perspective, beauty is in the beholder and in the beholden. Beauty is a general concept that can be found in almost anything. It is reality as it is made known to our bodies. That is what beauty is. Reality as it is made known to our bodies. And I explained this earlier, how truth is reality is as it is known to our minds, our intellects, and goodness is reality as it is made known to our hearts, or the moral you could say that the moral capacity within us. Goodness is reality as it's made known to our wills. I recently had a conversation with someone at work, which went something like this. I was complaining, probably shouldn't have been, to this person about the downfall of classical architecture in general, and Catholic architecture in particular. Now, this person is a Protestant, goes to more or less a non-denominational church, so basically Baptist with Calvinist roots. And when I was explaining these things to this person, this kind of grief of mine, the downfall of Catholic architecture, they said to me, well, why does it matter? As long as you have a building to worship in, 4 walls, shouldn't you just give that money to the poor? And I had heard this argument before, but it never struck me, the roots of the argument never struck me. Because what that statement is assuming is that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I think that is categorically false. Our own experience tells us that beauty is not in the eye of the beholder, as I explained earlier. When children see something beautiful, they don't have to know it first. They don't have to know that it's beautiful first. They don't have to be taught that it's beautiful. They automatically, instinctively know that something is beautiful. Animals have an instinct for various things. You could say ants have an instinct for building and for all these different types of things. But there are certain things in the world, even in the animal kingdom, that the parents of an animal need to teach their children. Now, this generally happens with higher order animals. And certainly human life is a mixture of both nature and nurture. But I think it is safe to say that the transcendentals, truth, goodness, and beauty, are known to humanity. They're not discovered by humanity. And this really is the whole basis for all of art, all of all of really true scientific wonder. True discovery is when you find something that already exists, not when you create something that did not exist before. Beauty is a true discovery. And I want to argue that beauty is a necessity for human life. Man cannot cannot fulfill the potential of his nature without beauty. Man will seek beauty if he cannot find it, and if he's not allowed to seek for it, well, that's a difficult situation. So let's just take Christianity for a moment. All of the iconoclast movements that have happened throughout Christian history, those in the 800s, those by the Waldensians, or that being the 1200s, 1300s, and then those by the Protestants, the 16th century and beyond. These iconoclast movements, they rip something necessary for man's being away from him, and they create disorder within man's nature. They also generally, which this makes sense, have more of Gnostic tendencies, you could say, or spiritualist tendencies, also fideist tendencies for the excuse me. So these movements will end up emphasizing the soul over the body. And this makes sense, especially if they're going to be iconoclastic. If beauty is reality as it is made known to the body, if the body is something to get rid of, or just a hindrance to man, and true man is his soul only, then of course beauty will not seem necessary. Beauty will not be prioritized, and beauty will even kind of kick to the curb. So, in closing, we live in an odd kind of iconoclastic culture where people are striving for beauty. They don't have this religious iconoclasm anymore, but they have a philosophical iconoclasm where, the common mentality is that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And this makes beauty completely relative. And therefore it's a non-issue. It's something that can't even be talked about. That's why we have such a breakdown in art, in popular art. There is hardly no such thing as popular art anymore as an artistic movement. It's a tragic thing. And in order for humanity to flourish, it doesn't matter if you're a theist or an atheist or anywhere in between, beauty has to be discovered again, along with truth, along with goodness. But I think where we're going to have to start for our culture is beauty. Because beauty is the one thing that can stop people in their tracks, independent of what they think or how they live their lives. Thank you.